Well, guys, we recently talked about a listing in Brazil that stated that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness would be close to 2.5 hours. Now, some conflicting numbers have showed up online that show that the film could only be 2 hours long. Our friend of the podcast, Nick, was the first one that made me aware of this, so I decided to go check it out myself. And had a few more people in different areas just kind of check what their local theaters are showing. And again, they are trying to get ahead of the tickets going on sale by having some sort of listing in place. That's kind of what we're seeing here. So what I've seen is either blanks, few of the internationals listing above 2 hours, the one Nick sent me on top of a few I had people check just locally in the United States, also listing 2 hours and 5 minutes. So again, let's be clear about this one. There's not a different cut of the film that's going to be in the United States that's only 2 hours and 5 minutes, and an international cut that's 2 hours and 35 minutes. That's not happening. That would be the dumbest thing I think possible. So let's not even go there, and that's never going to happen. At most, some international cuts gets an additional minute or a minute less to just cut around certain things. There's been a few exemptions here or there, but again, it's nothing this big, so that's not the factor. I think what's happening here is honestly just placeholder times. If we look back at the original Doctor Strange, I believe that was right under 2 hours, like 156, 155-ish, somewhere around there, which again still was good for that film. Now this film I feel needs a longer runtime, and I don't see why Marvel would shy away from it, unless they're afraid of Eternals. But again, Spider-Man showed that people don't care about the runtime. That's not what's going to fail your film. So we get back to the what's going on here. And I think honestly, it's just a best guess type of scenario that they're going with. And I would bet that this thing will be closer to 2 hours and 30 minutes than anything else. Because from everything we know, it sounds like that this film is going to need that. And also, why would you want to cut down so much and make this such a rapid-fire film? That could only bring problems in with it, right? Like, you should take your time with something that's going to do so many things, and just from the trailers alone is bringing up many questions. So why are these times all over the place, and who's more than likely correct? If I was to lean on any singular one being correct, I would land on the Brazilian listings being first, as they typically have been over the course of the last couple years. I mean, when it came to the Batman listing, they were right on the money. When it came to Eternals, right on. Shang-Chi, right on. Spider-Man, only 8 minutes off on Spider-Man, if I remember correctly. But again, international credits and everything, so, they were more or less there. So if you're worried that this thing could be 2 hours, maybe Marvel is insane enough and they're going to do it in 2 hours and this film is going to suffer greatly from it, or it's just a terrible placeholder and a terrible guess, which is my hope, because I do not want this thing to be short. That's definitely for sure. So thank you for watching that video, and if you've ever wondered what that little join button is on YouTube, well, that is our membership section, where for a few additional dollars a month, you get exclusive discussions as part of our podcasts each and every week, audio commentaries, let's plays, discussions on canceled comic book films, topics that are a little bit too sensitive for people on YouTube, such as controversial things happening in media, and a lot more. So check out what we offer by clicking that join button.